Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today looking at, did Mark Hamill just leak that Squadron 42 is releasing next year? We also take a look at a very playable build for Alpha 3.7.1 that's on the Open PTU. Does fruit exist in-game? Because there's been some discussion whether it does or not. Also, more details on CitizenCon. Bar Citizen tickets are going on sale for the event, and Inside Star Citizen is back this week. Mark Hamill, who plays Steve Old Man Colton, has tweeted in response to someone that said, "I've been frantically emailing Mark Hamill all day to try and get tech support for Wing Commander 4, but apparently he's all Mr. Star Wars now and has no time for games." Obviously that was a joke, but Mark did respond with, "I've reteamed with Chris Roberts for a new game, Squadron 54, to be released next year." Following the Twitter thread, Mark does then say got the number wrong. It's obviously Squadron 42, but does this mean that Squadron 42 Episode 1 is planned to come out next year? And is my dream of getting a firm release date at CitizenCon becoming more of a reality? It could just be an expectation from Mark, or plain incorrect, or something that he's heard, something that might have changed or be rescheduled, but I suppose we're likely to find out at CitizenCon this year whether that has any legs as a rumour or leak, or whatever that statement on Twitter was. There's a new Open PTU 3.7.1D patch. The patch is really plowing through bugs and getting fixes for the most problematic accessibility issues for gameplay that the 3.7 branch has, with recent updates being they've raised the health on some of the defenders parts, the comms direct call video feed should now properly hide when switching channels on the Mobiglass, the Reliance series ramps should no longer get stuck shut, they fixed an issue where the created character was not initially shown on the customization screen after exiting from the game, the UI sliders on the character customizer should now work correctly after selecting hair options, there's fixes for ultra-wide aspect ratios and problems with quantum travel, star map and ladder pitch markers all being broken and all this sort of stuff. So ultra wide and non-standard aspect ratios should work much better now. They've also fixed an additional client crash. There are 5 known issues still listed for the patch. Quantum travel markers might not update correctly, the quantum travel HUD can be lost when a player exits the seat during travel, the CRUL5 rest stop and section of space is currently missing, refueling might get stuck in a loop at full and prevent repair and rearm. There's a workaround for that at the moment, which is do each service from a rest stop or station one by one and then do refuel last. The Defender's tachyon cannons are not landing hits correctly on moving targets either, which makes a lot of sense, seeing I couldn't work out how to fire the Banu Defender properly. I was like, why aren't I hitting? This hits sometimes and not others. The current testing focus for the patch is general gameplay and bug regression, and the 3.7.1 patch is very close to being a release candidate to live, in my opinion, once those last 5 issues are fixed, and any other quality of life or bug issues they find along the way are also fixed, because there's some stuff that isn't necessarily listed there that they're either working on, or they'll discover and go, actually that's just quite a quick fix, and that's going to be based on people's reports on the issue council, as well as people giving feedback on Spectrum and stuff that the QA just discover while they're playing the patch. We should have 3.7.1 live very, very soon though. There's been talk about, are there actually other harvestables in-game currently, in 3.7.1 I suppose, beyond the Minables, Dung and Amushi Plague? Basically, are there the Golden Medmons? Are there fruit on trees? Are there the other sort of harvestables that they've said they're going to be in the game that very few people, if any, have seen or talked about? It was a rumour on the wind. That's the sound of the wind. But there are now videos coming out of people finding the Golden Medmons, the fruit on trees in the savanna biomes in 3.7.1 at least. So we know that they at least exist. I suspect that the other ones are there. In the recent Star Citizen Live, they said, yes, so some of these harvestables appear in a very small percentage of biomes and specific places. There's some that only appear in atmosphered deserts. There's some that appear in the acidic biomes. There's some that appear in the savanna of Hurston. So it's very specific places, and then only a percentage of those biomes that might spawn those harvestables. So at the moment, might be quite hard to find a lot of them. CitizenCon Bar Citizen tickets are going on sale for the 22nd of November. A day before CitizenCon is when this Bar Citizen event is. The actual tickets, though, are going on sale on the 23rd of October at 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. UTC in batches of 225. So there's 450 tickets available for £25 each plus VAT for that event. If you're going to CitizenCon and you're there the day before, you might want to consider going. The event itself is from 6 p.m. to midnight. Local time in Manchester City Centre at the Impossible ! Venue. If you're not going to CitizenCon or you're not going to be in Manchester the day before, then that's not going to really be appealing to you. However, you don't need a ticket for CitizenCon to go to that Bar Citizen event. You just need a ticket for the Bar Citizen event. The ticket includes entry into the venue, a drink, and some food. More exciting information-wise, though, it looks like potentially on Wednesday, the 23rd of October, so tomorrow at time of recording, that we should have a pre-sale for CitizenCon merch, for CitizenCon ticket holders. What community booths are going to be there at the event should be listed, and a schedule for CitizenCon and its panels, at least in some detail. That information will allow us to speculate much more accurately on what's going on at CitizenCon, as well as know some more stuff that's going on at CitizenCon. Hopefully there may be some, t-shirts that describe what new ships and vehicles we might be getting. Something like that. We'll have to wait and see, but I'll do a breakdown of that once we know more. Inside Star Citizen returns on Thursday this week as well, so that will be the 24th of October. This week's episode will highlight work on modular space station interiors. Food courts, again, I suspect those are related, and Annunciator panels, and more. And this week's Star Citizen Live on Friday is at 3 p.m. UTC, and they're going to be joined by Corey Bamford from the Star Citizen props team. It's going to be a game dev feature episode, and they're going to be creating a noodle-tastic asset for the Persistent universe. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For October, it's an Anvil Carrack Explorer ship that should hopefully be flyable in Alpha 3.8 at the end of the year. Just comment on any of my videos made during October to be in for a chance to win that. I am also shilling for NordVPN and Shadow gaming PCs, so use the code BoredGamer for discounts there. NordVPN, in a world of censorship and privacy issues, VPNs allow you to browse the net and play games in more safety. NordVPN has many benefits over free VPNs, and that's why I shill for it. Some of you also might be interested in Shadow cloud gaming stuff. This allows you an alternative to sort of like buying and maintaining your own gaming PC. You can stream a custom Windows 10 environment to devices like your phone, a laptop, or a crappier, lesser PC, and bam, it's fantastically powerful, and it's maintained, and hardware is regularly updated for you. It's a fantastic service, Shadow. Cloud gaming certainly has quite a big future ahead of it. If you'd like to further support my channel, please consider subscribing, sharing this video, ringing the YouTube bell so you get notifications when a video goes live. This is a channel that is funded by the community via donations, Patreon members, YouTube members, and anyone else that wants to get involved with comments and helping. Thank you to everyone that goes the extra mile. Take care, and I will see you in the verse.